subbing for Professor Orsega Smith. Unfortunately, she could not join us today. But I'm told that you guys have been working on learning about Alzheimer's. Is that correct?
Yes.
Good. So I actually created a little game to help us study for the next test.
What's the game?
I'm glad you asked. All right, so who wants to start us off?
I do.
Perfect, go ahead.
Statistics for 100.
Awesome. All right, so that question is, how many deaths does Alzheimer's cause a year?
Is it 700,000?
You're right. Good job. All right, so who wants to go next?
I will.
All right, go ahead.
Symptoms for 100.
Awesome. All right, that question is, what are the most common symptoms of Alzheimer's disease?
Well, the first one is difficulty remembering new information. I know confusion and mood and behavior changes are symptoms, and the inability to care for oneself and perform daily living tasks.
Wow, you hit it right on the board there. There are a lot of symptoms. Who wants to go next?
Me.
Go ahead.
Prevention for 100.
All right, awesome. Let's see. Okay, this is a little tricky. Which vitamin is known to slow the onset of symptoms?
Is it vitamin C?
Oh, no, it's actually vitamin E. Yep. Does anyone know why? What kind of vitamin that is?
Is it an antioxidant?
Yep, good job. And then last but not least, let's do, go ahead.
I'll do diagnosis for 100.
All right, awesome. So that one is Alzheimer's more common in males or females? True or false?
Is it females?
Females. Good job. All right, so next category, who wants to pick? Go ahead.
Diagnosis for 200.
All right. So that one is true or false. Researchers believe they can prevent and control Alzheimer's within the next 10 years.
True.
Yeah, do you know why?
Well, I know that there's a lot of research and funding currently going into the disease, so they're optimistic that they'll be able to find a cure soon.
Really good. Good job. All right, next. Who wants to do the next one?
I will. Can I do prevention for 200?
Yep. Go ahead. Let's see. So what are some examples of activities to prevent Alzheimer's?
So some brain stimulating activities. We can do like games, like card games, memory games with other cards, and also just listening to music, I think, is one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to help extend the onset of Alzheimer's.
Cool.
All right, who wants to go next? Go ahead.
Symptoms for 200.
Okay. So because Alzheimer's is a progressive disease, how many stages are there?
I think there are 3 stages.
Yep. Do you know the names of them?
There's early, middle, and late.
Good job. All right, and let's do the last one in the 200 category. Who wants to go?
I'll do statistics for 200.
All right. So what is the percentage of Americans with Alzheimer's that are female?
I think it's about 66%.
Good job. Wow, you guys are just blowing me away here with the facts. All right, class, so this is the final round. Who wants to start us off for this one?
I'll start.
Go ahead.
Diagnosis for 300.
All right, so that question is, which ways do doctors diagnose Alzheimer's disease?
So there's 2 main ways that doctors can diagnose it. They usually do tests of memory and problem solving and language, and they also do diagnostic imaging such as PET scans, CT scans, MRI, just to see what's going on in the brain.
Good job. Wow, you must have really been studying. All right, so who wants to do the next one? Go ahead.
I'll do prevention for 300.
All right, so this one's really easy. True or false? Physical activity will speed up the onset and increase symptoms of Alzheimer's.
True?
almost had it correct. But I'll give you one more go around. What do you think the correct answer is?
I'm gonna go with false.
Good job. Does anyone know why?
Not exactly.
Alright, so just keep in mind, maybe do a little asterisk, but physical activity has been proven to improve cognition and overall mood, and it's just something really good for you, you know, and something that like we all should just do starting from like an early age. Alright, who wants to start us off on the next one? Go ahead.
I'll do symptoms for 300.
Okay, so let's see. This one is also true or false. Dementia is a symptom of Alzheimer's.
I think that's true.
Good job. Do you know why? Any more feedback?
I know they can be independent of each other, and then I also know that it's a symptom of Alzheimer's.
Good job, good job. All right, so we've come to our last question. This one's very important, and this one will definitely be a short answer on the test. So make a little asterisk. All right, who wants to do the last question?
I will.
All right, go ahead.
I'll do statistics for 300.
All right, so out of 5.4 million Americans with Alzheimer's, what fraction show no symptoms of the disease?
I think it's about half.
Yeah, does anyone know why or want to explain further?
I don't know why. I've never thought about it before.
All right, so these people may participate in daily brain stimulating activities and exercise regularly, but there is a video that explains this phenomenon a little bit more. It's actually called the Nun Study. It's a famous study done by David Snowden. And I actually have a clip I really want to show you guys. I watched it as an undergrad. I learned so much about Alzheimer's from it and the different ways it can manifest. So let's take a look.
For more than 2 decades, about 700 sisters from the United States provinces of the School of Sisters of Notre Dame, or SSND, have contributed their bodies and brains to science. The research is simply called the Nun Study. It has netted key insight and answers to the puzzles of Alzheimer's and other aging brain disorders that commonly impact the elderly.
When David Snowden started this study, he started it here at the University of Minnesota with the Sisters of Notre Dame, focusing initially on the Mankato group.
In 1990, 4 years after starting the study, Snowden moved the research to the University of Kentucky when he took a job there. Now the study will be returning to its home base in Minnesota. Since it left, the study has expanded to include 5 SSND branches throughout the United States.
I think it continues to be a wonderful thing for the sisters to be involved in, and they are really proud of their accomplishments in being willing to be a part of this, because it's just not a matter of donating your brain, it's also a matter of going through regular testing.
The nuns are an ideal group to study because of their homogeneous and active lifestyle. In fact, many are involved in education and service well into their 90s. This is attractive to researchers because it minimizes many lifestyle factors.
David and other investigators have really done a great job, for example, demonstrating the importance of early childhood education in predicting susceptibility to Alzheimer's, as well as an active lifestyle in terms of minimizing risk for Alzheimer's. And so it has made some major contributions in how we understand various risk factors to Alzheimer's.
The extraordinary findings have made big waves in the scientific community and media. A book was authored about the sisters involved in the research called Aging with Grace, and the study even landed on the cover of Time magazine.
The original Nun Study was state-of-the-art 25 years ago, and we want to develop a Nun Study program that's state-of-the-art of 2012 or 2013.
In an interdisciplinary approach, researchers from departments such as laboratory medicine and pathology, psychiatry, neurology, pediatrics, and the School of Public Health will all be involved in the Nun Study.
I was so impressed by the deep desire that I saw reflected in the folks that we met at the U, who really support and encourage and build on each other's areas of expertise.
There's plenty of new research in store. Pediatric researchers will further study the notion that early childhood influences can be linked to brain disorders later in life. You will also have a group looking at genetics to find out who may be most at risk for developing Alzheimer's.
Well, we have two major goals in the next 2 years. One is to continue with Nun Study 1, is what we're calling it. Finish off the assessments and analysis of the remaining sisters that are part of the original group. What we really would like to do is expand the study and enroll additional sisters who are still part of the Sisters of Notre Dame into a second study.
So we see the youth and listening to what they most desire to be about and looking at what we as School Sisters of Notre Dame, what we most want to be about, those go hand in hand. And we're looking at a long and happy relationship.
All right, class, it has been such a pleasure substituting for Professor Ortega-Smith. You guys have been really interactive, really wonderful, and you just put a special joy into my heart. I just wanted to know, what are some key takeaways, maybe things that you guys can do now, like 21, 22, that can help maybe delay the onset of a disease like Alzheimer's? Yeah.
Exercise regularly.
Good.
I could take vitamin E supplements.
Good.
And I know that mental stimulation is important in doing cognitive games and whatnot.
Definitely.
I could play brain games or memory games with cards.
Awesome. Wow, you guys have learned a lot. Like I said, it has been truly an inspiration working with you guys, and I wish you the best of luck on your test next week.
Thank you.
Thanks you guys.
Wow, she was so nice.
Yeah,
and
that
I feel so ready for the test.
Yeah, that was great. I learned so much.
It really helped me a lot.